Guys, so today I wanted to do a makeup like tutorial slash first impressions on this new Pop-Tart Too Faced Pop-Tart Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette. This is the Brown Sugar Cinnamon, and this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. I got this when I got my Too Faced Italian Spritz palette, which is one of my absolute favorite palettes. It's amazing. I will link the look that I did with this palette up in the IO, so you guys can check it out if you want to. I really like this palette, and I'm totally going to be doing more looks with it, so be on the lookout for that. But sorry, I got powder on my shirt somehow. But yeah, today I'm going to be trying out this palette and kind of doing a whole look around this kind of theme. So yeah, and I also wanted to try out, I've been doing some new like skincare things lately, and I wanted to try out doing with my new skincare routine and my new favorite priming combo. I wanted to try out the Rare Beauty foundation again, because back, I would say like a little while ago, a couple months ago or something, I got this. The first time I used it, my face looked amazing, and then suddenly out of nowhere, like a month or two after, it started looking really weird and cakey and dry in spots and just not looking good. And I always shake it, so it's not that. And I always did do some pretty good skincare, but maybe it wasn't good enough. Like, I wasn't using the new moisturizer that I recently got. And then I also have the Rare Beauty concealer, so I'm going to be trying this out again and seeing if it looks better now, because I really want to use my Rare Beauty products, because I was expecting to love them, and I did at first, and then my skin started acting weird and super duper dry. So yeah, I'm going to be trying that out again. So I'm going to start with my eyes first, like I always do. And yeah, we're just gonna be playing with some makeup, trying some things out again, and some new things like this palette, and just doing like a full look around this kind of warm brown sugar cinnamon type of theme. So yeah, I'm going to start off with my eyes, and I'm going to wipe off any excess moisturizer on my lids, because when I don't do that, I've realized that I'm making my eye primer like move all around my eyes super weird, and it's not good. So when there's too much moisture on them, so I'm just kind of wiped some of that off. So I'm going to use my Profusion Pigment Base Eyeshadow Primer. Whoa! I think the next look I'm going to be doing is a look with the Italian Spritz palette. I'm going to be doing, I think, like a watermelon look, because there's some beautiful like watermelon shades in there. So I'm going to do like a pinky watermelon summer look using that palette. So definitely come back for that. It's gonna be really, really pretty. And I have a NYX lip gloss that's watermelon lip gloss, and it actually smells like watermelon. So we're gonna be doing like a full watermelon pinky theme. So then I'm going to set my inner corner to brow bone area with this Essence Soft Touch eyeshadow in the shade The One. It's just a really nice nude shadow, and I'm gonna use my Real Techniques shading brush and just set that area. To start with this palette now, the only thing I have a problem with is I can't shut this with one hand, because if you try to shut it with one hand, the box is like weird where it doesn't go on there, so you have to like pull it up and over because there's a lip right here and this like cardboard packaging, and then if you have to like fully pull it over and you have to do it with like two hands to get it to actually close, so you can't just like sit there and close it like this. That's my only problem with this palette so far, but I haven't even used the shades yet. I've swatched them and I've planned out kind of like a look to use with it, but I haven't used it on my eyes yet. So I'm gonna start with the shade in my fillings right here. It looks like almost like a nude shadow, but it's actually darker. It's like a really light crease shade, at least for me. And I'm going to blend this in my crease. So far we're getting good pigment. I'm using this fluffy brush. This is the AOA Studio E130 brush. These brushes are really, really good. You can get them in like a big pack I got them in a big pack for like 10 bucks. So like it's like 50 cents or $1 a brush, and these are so incredibly soft and amazing. So they don't disappoint. So if you're looking for cheap brushes, you can get these off of Shop Miss A's website. It's really, really good. So getting good pigment. This is laying down really, really easily, and these are nice and smooth. I'm not having any trouble with it blending away in the crease or anything. And then I'm going to start to deepen the crease, and I'm going to use Big Toaster Energy, which is that's a cute name. It's like a warm toned brown shade, and I'm gonna bring that in the crease as well. With the AOA Studio E128 brush, which is kind of basically the same brush. It's a little bit more rounded. This one's more like flat, but they're pretty much the same thing. Oh, and also this does smell like brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Like, actually, it is so incredibly good. But it doesn't have like an overpowering scent. Like, it's not like you're gonna be smelling it all day when you use this palette. But there is that nice kind of sweet cinnamony scent, which I do like. So it's just not too overpowering for people that don't really like scents, like too much things to smell too much, like be scented. So yeah, that's good. But I'm gonna use my Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush and this shade Spread the Love right here, which is a little bit deeper. more of like an actual brown shade. And I'm gonna blend this on the outer crease, the outer lid and outer corner, and kind of blend it up into the crease a little bit. Okay, so then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. eye crease brush. It's like a nice bullet kind of packer brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Dust the Crust right here. And it's kind of like a dark brick brown red kind of shade. It's definitely very dark. So I'm gonna blend this in the outer corner of my eye and the outer lid. A little bit, just to really deepen up this outer corner area. And then I'm going to finally do one of these beautiful shimmers. So I really like the shade Get Toasted. It's like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a bronzy kind of shade almost. It is really, really cute. But I also really like this Brown Sugar Cinnamon shade. Like, that's the perfect gold. So I'm going to be using that today. And I'm going to use my Morphe M421 brush and just pick up some of that. I guess we should apply it dry first and see what it looks like with this brush. So that's kind of what it looks like without spraying the brush. So now we're gonna spray the brush and see how that looks. It's definitely a flaky kind of shade, like it's kind of coming out and falling everywhere. So it's a little bit of a flaky eyeshadow, but so I think it's probably best to wet the brush just to help it stick to the lid a little bit better. And I always love the way spraying the brush makes the shadow look. So it's not really a problem for me. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. Look at that. That's really, really cute. And then I'm gonna take that shade with my finger as well and just kind of press that on top and pack it on even more. Actually, I'm gonna use some of Get Toasted, and I'm just gonna put it on the very outer, kind of like the outer lid area, blending into that brown, just to give it something to kind of blend into. Did I even show it? This Get Toasted shade, which I was showing in a second ago. I'm actually gonna blend that in to the eye look. Oh yeah, that's cute. It kind of gives it a bronzy touch on the outer portion of the eye, and it helps blend everything together really nicely. Almost using every shade in this palette because I used pretty much every color but Hot and Poppin', which is like a nice, it's kind of like a matte shade, but it also has little shimmers in it. Then I also later am gonna use this shade Bite Me, which is like kind of like a golden kind of white shade. It's like a really nice, it's like a perfect inner corner highlight shade. So I'm gonna be using that after we do the face makeup. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my face makeup. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I'm gonna try out my Rare Beauty foundation. This one is in the shade 120C. And I'm just going to take some of that on my face. I think I'm gonna do like 2 dips to start with. I do like this applicator. I think it's really cool to have like a doe foot applicator for your foundations. I need a lot of foundation for all my acne. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I just cleaned it and everything, and it's nice and damp. It does look pretty good actually. It's not looking weird really, or cakey or dry. It's not as moisturizing as or like luminous as some of my other foundations are, but I mean, I really do like it. It is looking nice, and it covered okay. I always do need a lot of concealer afterwards to help cover everything up. So it looks quite nice. So now I'm gonna do the concealer, and I'm gonna put this on my under eyes and on my acne spots. It's got a very interesting applicator. It's like kind of domed, but I do like it. It fits under the eyes nicely. So then I'm gonna do some cream bronzer and blush. I'm gonna use this Hard Candy Face Off bronzer in the shade Honey Glaze. This is the Luminous Gel bronzer. This is absolutely gorgeous. This one is in the, yeah, I already said Honey Glaze. I absolutely love this product. It is so good. And yes, you can do a nice thick layer of this, and it's not going to have any problems or be hard to blend out or anything. It's like, I feel like this is a nice beginner friendly product, but yes, I'm just gonna use that and blend it out with my sponge. And then I'm going to use my Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is a little travel sized like mini one. This one's in the shade Peace. It's like an orangey blush. And these you don't have to be as afraid of, like I'm guessing the bigger applicator kind of gives you more product. But also, I think my sponge really helps blend these out, especially with any excess product that's on them. But this is like a really nice, warm blush, like coral shade. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. This is my favorite powder ever. My little powder puff. You can get these in a pack from Amazon. And I'm just gonna set my whole face by pressing this powder down with my little powder puff. So then I'm gonna do my cheeks now, and I'm gonna use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Natural Chocolate Bronzer. This one is in Caramel Cocoa. I got this for free when I got this palette, and when I got both this Too Faced Brown Sugar Cinnamon palette and the Too Faced Italian Spritz. I've been wanting one of these chocolate bronzers for literally ever, and I literally got it for free. Oh, I love this. The scent of this is amazing. I'm gonna use the Morphe JHO2 brush and bronze up my face with this. I'm going to use my Essence The Blush in the shade Bespoke. It's like a beautiful bronzy type of blush. It's got little shimmers as well. I'm going to use that with my Morphe JH04 brush and blush up the cheeks a little bit, more like bronzing up the cheeks. It was my e.l.f. Powder Contour Palette, and I'm using this shade right here, which is like a luminous powder highlight, but it's not like incredibly intense. It's actually like super, it gives you like that natural glow from within type of look, which is my favorite right now. And it doesn't have like chunks of glitter or anything in it. So I'm just using this to highlight my face. I just quickly did my brows off camera, and I'm gonna set my face with my Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. So then I'm going to use my Away Studio E134 brush, which is like a pointed pencil brush, and I'm going to use that shade Bite Me right here, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Wait, nope, I'm not. That is way too dark. Okay, so I'm going to actually use the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 250. This is like a white gold shade, and I'm gonna put this in my inner corner. I'm going to use my Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Silky Nude to highlight my waterline and help brighten that area. And I'm gonna use the Morphe M508 brush, and I'm gonna use a little bit of, I'm gonna mix in my fillings and Big Toaster Energy, and I'm gonna apply both of those on my under eye to help smoke out this area. And that is it for the shadow. And then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. eyelash curler, and I'm gonna use my ColourPop Act Natural mascara. And then I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to use my NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade London and line my lips with that. And I think I'm actually just gonna leave it with just that lip liner. So I just filled my lip, I just lined my lips and filled them in with it and kind of used it as a lipstick. And this is the completed makeup look. I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and I hope you guys liked it. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.